Welcome back to the Tree of Life Crochet Along. In this video we are on part 63 and it's going to be the flowers graph, row 25, 26, and 27. And if we look, 25 is a repeat of 13 and 26 and 27 are repeats of rows 2 and 3. Okay, and here's my written work here. If you would like to, I already did that part, 63. Okay, so there's row 25. If you'd like to pause it, copy it down, take a screenshot, and row number 26. And row number 27. Okay, and if you'll notice, I have the shortcuts of the repeats of the rows, and they're similar to when I did it previously in rows 19, 20, and 21. But if you'll notice, they're a little bit different. This one is 9 single crochets and make your loops. This one is make your loops and 9 single crochets. And over here, it's chain 1, 9 single crochet to the end, and end with 4 single crochets. And this one is 9 single crochets, chain 1 to end, and 9 single crochets. And this one, it's the same, but we start off with different numbers of single crochets and end with different numbers of single crochets. So this is why I wanted to do every row of the flowers graph with you, because it's just different enough to really mess you up. Okay, but anyway, it's not that hard to do. You just have to pay attention, I guess. And we are on the front of the work. Okay, and we already have our first single crochet. We've already done 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of pretty flowers. And the first step is 4 single crochets, and we already have our first one. Two, 3, and 4. Okay, and the next step is going to be chain 10, and in the next loop we're going to anchor it with a single crochet, and then make 2 more loops of chain 10 and anchor those into the same stitch with a single crochet. Okay, so we've done this before and we're pretty familiar with it. We're going to make our chain 10 loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we're going to anchor it with a single crochet into the very next stitch in the row. Okay. Okay, and there it is. And now we're going to make 2 more loops and anchor them both in the same stitch with a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back into the same stitch, single crochet. One more time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back into the same stitch, single crochet. Okay, and there we have our 3 loops. And our directions say 4 single crochet and then single crochet in the chain 1 space and then 4 single crochet again. Okay, or we can just say 4 plus 1 plus 4 is 9. Okay, so 9 single crochets. Go into the very next single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4 looks a little small, but don't miss it. And then 5 is into the chain 1 space. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to make 3 loops again. So it's chain 9, make our 3 loops, chain 9, single crochet 9, make our 3 loops, single crochet 9, make our 3 loops. Between every set of loops, we're going to make 9 single crochets. Okay, so I've done my 9 singles. I'm going to make my loops now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and into the next stitch we're going to put a single crochet, and then we're going to make 2 more loops. I have a hair. 2 more loops, chain 10 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anchor it with a single crochet back into the same stitch. Okay, and 1 more loop to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back into the same stitch. Single crochet. Okay, and now we have our loops, and we're going to make 9 single crochets, make our loops, 9 single crochets, make our loops. Okay, and I will see you at the end of this row. Alrighty, I just finished my last set of loops, and you should have 9 single crochets or 9 spaces left to put a single crochet into. Okay, so let's put in our last 9 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 single crochets. Okay, and there we have it. And now we're ready for the next row, so let's chain 1 and turn and put a single crochet into that first stitch. Okay, and turn your work to the back of the Afghan, and we are ready for row number 26. Okay, and in this row we're going to be doing 9 single crochets to start off with, and then we're going to chain 1 and skip the loops, and then do 9 single crochets, chain 1, skip the loops, 9 single crochets. Simple as that, all the way across. Okay, and we are going to start off with 9 single crochets. We already have our first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and there's another little space right there that we're not going to work into. Okay, chain 1, hop over to the left side of these loops and move them forward or away from you. Okay, and we're going to put a single crochet into that first available single crochet. It's attached to this left loop. Okay, and we're going to make 9 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, chain 1, hop over to the left side of the loops and make 9 more single crochets, and that's all you're going to do all the way down to the end of the row. Okay, 9 single crochets, chain 1, skip the loops, 9 single crochets, chain 1, skip the loops, all the way down, and I will see you at the end of this row. Alrighty, and here we are at the end of row number 26, towards the end. Okay, need to chain 1. I'm on the last flower, the last loops. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets to end this row. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets to end this row. Okay, and now we're going to chain 1, turn, put a single crochet into that first single crochet. Alright, and now we're ready for the next row. Let's turn our work to the front. Okay, and here we are on row 27. Okay, we're going to be securing the right and left loops with 5 single crochets behind each flower and 3 single crochets between each flower and 5 behind the flower. Okay, so we start with 1 single crochet, and we already have our first single crochet, and we're going to go right into securing the right loop. Okay, so let's fix your loops to where they should be, the way they should be sitting. Okay, position that right loop over that next single crochet in the row, and we're going to anchor our right loop down with a single crochet. Okay, and there we have our anchored right loop, and now behind the flower we're going to have 5 single crochets, 2 on the side of the chain 1 space, 1 in the chain 1 space, and then 2 on the left side of the chain 1 space. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochets behind the flower in between anchoring each loop. Okay, and now there's the left loop to anchor down into the next stitch. So position that left loop over the next single crochet and make a single crochet, and we've anchored that left loop down, and the middle loop is still free for now. Okay, and move this out of the way, and now between each flower we're going to make 3 single crochets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and now we're down back to the flower, and we need to position the right loop over the next single crochet. Okay, like so, and then put a single crochet into that stitch, anchoring that right loop down. Okay, and now we're behind the flower again, and we're going to do 5 single crochets. Okay, 1, oops, 2, 3 is into that chain 1 space, 4, and 5, and now we're back to another loop. We're going to anchor the left loop into the next single crochet. Okay, so position that left loop over that next stitch. Okay, and then put a single crochet into that next stitch. There we go. Okay, and now we're between flowers again, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're back to a flower. So we're going to keep doing this all the way down. We are going to anchor the right loop down over the next stitch with a single crochet, make 5 single crochets, the third one goes into that chain 1 space right there, and then you'll be to the left loop, anchor it down in the next single crochet, and then you'll be between flowers, so you'll put 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and then you're back to a right loop again. Okay, so we're going to 5 single crochets, anchor, 3 single crochets, anchor, 5 single crochets, anchor, 3 single crochets, anchor all the way down, and I will see you at the end of this row. Alrighty, I'm to the very last loop, and we're going to anchor this left loop down, and I believe that this is going to be our last row of flowers. Position that over that next stitch, single crochet, and now that is anchored down, and we should have 6 more single crochets left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we are done with row number 27. We've anchored our left and right loops down, chain 1, turn, put a single crochet into that very first stitch. Alrighty, now we are ready for the next row, and I will see you in the next video.